Yes. Please excuse the mess. YouTube Live for the first time. This is very exciting. Let me just set this up here so it doesn't look so bad. Let's see if we get at least one person watching, if possible. If not, that's okay too. I wanted to do this YouTube Live for the first time because I wanted to talk about the blog, to be honest. Obviously on this channel, we have here all of pretty much every single thing that we promote here. We promote on this channel. So, everything, any and all of the subscribers to the Commercial Claims Show, they're able to see pretty much everything, whether it comes to the free webinars, to the podcast, and to the videos that we do on a weekly basis. You guys are able to see it. So one thing that I wanted to do was sort of tell you guys about the blog. For those of you that are avid readers, I think it could be very beneficial to you. It could be very beneficial to learn a lot of information that we have going out. We try to put a new blog out about once or twice every month. And we've got everything from how to sign commercial claims to how to become a public adjuster to the insurance claim game process and how it goes sort of from A to Z, whether it's better for you to be a part-time public adjuster or a full-time public adjuster, So it's pretty cool. A lot of stuff that you could read. You can get through it pretty fast. And also in the blog, it's got links to the different videos and other different things that we provided in the past. So I think it'd be very beneficial. The way you want to do is you want to go to commercialclaimsadvocate.com and you can go to the blog. So let me see if I can try to show you guys while we're doing this here. Can I turn this around? Yes, I can. So excuse the informalities here, but if you have here, we have commercialclaimsadvocate.com. You see that? And the one that we have today is how to become a public adjuster. Excuse the corny little stance there, but that's just what it was. And we're giving you everything here. We're giving you everything from A to Z of how to become a public adjuster. Everything from obtaining your public adjuster license and passing the course. I give you my tips on how you could pass the course, because as somebody who has failed the course, I know what it's like to fail. Therefore, I know what it's like to pass. How you can apply for the course. See, we've got the links to the podcast right here. The apprenticeship in Florida, you need to have a 6-month apprenticeship. Sometimes you have to work for a company, sometimes you don't. In other states, you don't even have to do an apprenticeship. But the reason why I talk about the apprenticeship is basically because it's just important to basically work for someone else in the beginning. You're still learning the ropes. You can message me. I can do whatever I can to help you, but it's good to work for another company, especially if you find a real good one. So this is how to get your PA. So see how we've got a link directly to a YouTube video to get your PA license. This is how you sign up for the exam. Pearson VUE, I believe, is pretty much the recommended site in most of the country. Again, like I said, besides apprenticeship, find a good company to work for. It's so important. It's a game changer. For me, it was a game changer. For me, finding a good company to work for, I worked for a company that wasn't so good, so I know what that's like as well. But if you find a good one, I can't tell you, it's completely priceless. Education is key. If you go back to our podcast with Randolph Love, he's an education fiend, and you could really pick his brain here just on this podcast alone about all the different ways that he continues to educate himself and further himself in the industry. Like I tell everybody, I think he's been a public adjuster for less than 3 years, but he's got 13 years of experience just based on how much he's educated himself. Also, shout out to Randolph. He's got an amazing entrepreneur podcast called the Entrepreneurist Podcast. Really great stuff. I'm very proud of him for what he's doing in this industry. And that's pretty much it. Is basically get your license, find a good company, find a mentor, and educate yourself. I mean, I can't explain to you the importance of doing that. But, like I said, there's other stuff going on too in the blog. Lots of other stuff. What you must know when you're beginning your career. So these really run hand in hand. It's not just the license part and finding the right company, but the stuff you need to know, like starting your own LLC, starting your own S Corp, making sure you get a bond, all these little things that you need to know when you're starting out your public adjusting career. These are here is just the 7 most popular videos that we have on YouTube. The steps in the insurance claim process. This is already, you've got your license, so you're trying to figure out the steps that you need to get. Steps that you need to do throughout the insurance claims process so that you could explain to your client everything that's so important to know. And then, part-time versus full-time. There's 2 pages here, so there's a lot of stuff you can get on the blog. You can get on the website. Also, for those of you who don't know, here on the YouTube channel, I mean, you could get our free guide, which is just a honestly 4 or 5 page PDF of the just how to kickstart your public adjusting career. I think it's pretty cool, and you could probably get something out of it. You could also make sure that you never miss a podcast and make sure you never miss a webinar. So the website's got a lot to offer. We've got the homepage, about page, podcast, blog, webinar, vlogs. Everything that we've got on here is it's pretty good stuff, pretty essential when you're trying to learn whatever it is that you want to learn. So, I strongly suggest it. That's what I really wanted to talk about. The other thing that I can talk about is that next week, another free webinar, which will be here on YouTube. So if you are a subscriber, we're going to put it on YouTube, but it's going to be only for those that actually were there live. So make sure that you're at the free webinar live. It's going to be about the appraisal process, which, I know I've talked to a lot of public adjusters. Many new public adjusters are afraid to go to appraisal. Many experienced public adjusters are okay with going to appraisal, but if you don't know what you're going into, then I could understand the fear. But if you know what you're going into and you're feeling confident and you're prepared to what you're going to expect, then I will tell you that, the appraisal process is a pretty cool process that thankfully is in the insurance policy that you're allowed to go to if you don't agree with the amount that was paid. So that's all I got. I mean, I wish I could give you more. What do I got? 6 minutes, 36 seconds. I could keep rambling if I want, but I'd rather not. I've got work to do. So thank you very much for watching YouTube Live, the first of many, possibly. Check out the blog, commercialclaimsadvocate.com/blog, and you will see today's and yesterday's new blog, this week's new blog, and it's about how to get your PA license. But that's all I got. Stay tuned. Next week, we've got a webinar. Free webinar appraisal process. Check it out. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have yourself a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. How do we stop this?